video we are going to solve some questions based on sine rule and cosine rule, and we shall see proof of projection rule. So let's start with this question. The question is, in triangle ABC, prove that a minus b square cos square c by 2 plus a plus b square sin square c by 2 equal to c square. So left hand side is a minus b whole bracket square multiplied by cos square c by 2 plus a plus b whole bracket square multiplied by sin square c by 2. So let's simplify this. Let's square these two brackets. So squaring the bracket, we get a square minus 2ab plus b square multiplied by cos square c by 2 plus a plus b bracket square, that is a square plus 2ab plus b square multiplied by sin square c by 2. Now to simplify this, we can see here we have a square cos square c by 2 and here we have a square sin square c by 2. So taking a square common, we will get cos square c by 2 plus sin square c by 2, and that we can write it as 1. So let's multiply these terms by cos square c by 2 and these three terms by sin square c by 2. So what we get is a square cos square c by 2 minus 2ab cos square c by 2, and the last term is b square cos square c by 2. So this is simplification of first bracket multiplied by cos square c by 2. Now next is multiply these three terms by sin square c by 2. So let's write here a square sin square c by 2 plus 2ab sin square c by 2 plus b square sin square c by 2. Now from these two terms we can take a square common. So we get a square into bracket cos square c by 2 plus sin square c by 2. Now from these two terms, let's take minus 2ab common. So taking minus 2ab common in the bracket, we get cos square c by 2 as positive term, and since we are taking minus sign common, so this term becomes negative now. Minus sin square c by 2 plus, take b square common from these two terms. So plus b square multiplied by cos square c by 2 plus sin square c by 2. Okay. Now writing these two brackets as 1, we get a square into 1 minus 2ab. Now cos square c by 2 minus sin square c by 2 is formula of cos c. Cos of 2 theta is cos square theta minus sin square theta. Cos 2 theta is cos square theta minus sin square theta. That means whenever we have 2 theta here, we have to write half of the angle here. So if we have cos of c, so half of it is c by 2. So we get cos square c by 2 minus sin square c by 2. So using this formula, we can write cos square c by 2 minus sin square c by 2 as cos c, and the last term is b square into 1. So after simplifying the terms, we get a square plus b square minus 2ab cos of c, and which is a statement of cosine rule. So by cosine rule, we can write it as c square. So the reason here is by cosine rule. Or if you don't understand, you can put value of cos c, that is b square plus a square minus c square divided by 2ab. 2ab will get cancelled, and after simplifying you will get c square. So that is equal to right hand side. So using cosine rule only, we can prove this equality. Consider this question. In triangle ABC, if angle C equals to 90 degrees, then prove that sine of A minus B equal to A square minus B square upon A square plus B square. So before writing the left hand side, let's see what we get when angle C is 90 degrees. If angle C is 90 degrees, that means the triangle is like this. Angle C is 90, so this right angle at vertex C. Now this side is C, since it is opposite to angle C, BC is A and AC is B. Now since angle C is right angle, so we get C square equal to A square plus B square using Pythagoras theorem. So that is first thing. So let this be equation number 1. Now using sine rule, let's see what we get. So if we use sine rule, then we have A upon sine A equal to B upon sine B equal to C upon sine C. But now we have angle C equal to 90 degrees. So sine of C equal to sine of 90 degrees, that's equal to 1. So substituting sine C equal to 1, we get A upon sine A equal to B upon sine B equal to C upon 1. So we get A equal to C sine A and B equal to C sine B. Okay. So if angle C is 90 degrees, we have A equal to C sine A and B equal to C sine B. Now we are ready to start with the left hand side. Left hand side is sine of A minus B. So sine of A minus B equal to sine A minus B equal to sine A cos of B minus cos A sin B. Remember, we want this to be A square minus B square upon A square plus B square. So we have to convert this term into small letters. Now for sin A, here we have A equal to C sin A. So sin A equals to A upon C. So let's write sin A as A by C. For cos B, we can use cosine rule. So by cosine rule, it is A square plus C square minus B square divided by 2AC. Minus cos of A is B square plus C square minus A square divided by 2BC into sin B. Now using this relation, sin of B equals to B upon C. So sin B is B upon C. Here we have used equation number 2. So by equation number 2. Now by simplifying this, we get here A get cancelled and in the second one B get cancelled. So denominator is C into 2C, that is 2C square. Here also we have 2C into C, that is 2C square. So denominator is 2C square. Now the numerators. A square plus C square minus B square minus B square minus C square and minus becomes plus A square. So that is equal to, denominator is 2C square as it is. Now the term which get cancelled is C square. So C square minus C square get cancelled. So we have A square plus A square, that is 2A square, minus B square minus B square, that is minus 2B square. So we can take 2 common. So taking 2 common, we have A square minus B square divided by 2C square. Now 2 get cancelled. So in the right hand side, the numerator is A square minus B square. Now we have that A square minus B square. In the denominator, we have to prove that it is A square plus B square, and now we are having the denominator as C square. But by equation 1, C square is A square plus B square. So we can replace this C square by A square plus B square. So A square minus B square divided by A square plus B square. And that is equal to right hand side. So this is the proof. Okay, let's solve one more question. One more question based on, say, Sine rule and cosine rule both. So the question is, in triangle ABC, this question carries 4 marks, and this question was asked before in one of the board exam. In a triangle ABC, if chord A, chord B, chord C are in AP, chord A, chord B, chord C are in AP, then prove that A square, B square, C square are in AP. A square, B square and C square are in AP. Okay, first of all, let's see what is AP. So AP is like 2, 5, 8. So these are 3 terms in AP. How? 5 minus 2 is 3, 8 minus 5 is also 3. So if the difference of 2 consecutive terms is same everywhere, then we say that those terms are in AP. You can see here, if 3 terms, say x, y, z, instead of ABC, let's take x, y, z. X, y, z are in AP, then we have y minus x is equal to z minus y. So what we can write is y plus y is equal to z plus x, that is 2y equal to x plus z. That means what? If 3 terms are in AP, then twice of the middle term is sum of first and third term. Okay, so let's use this. Now what is given is chord A, chord B, chord C are in AP. Given chord A, chord B, chord C are in AP. That means what? Twice of the middle term. Which is the middle term? That is chord of B. So 2 chord of B equal to sum of first and third term. First term is chord A and third term is chord of C. So we have 2 chord B equal to chord A plus chord C. So this is the given equation. Now to prove that, what we have to prove is A square, B square, C square are in AP. Are in AP. That is, we have to prove that twice of the middle term, that is 2b square equal to sum of first and third term. 2b square equal to a square plus c square. This is to be proved. So let's start with the given equation. Given equation is, since these 3 terms are in AP, we have 2 chord B equal to chord A plus chord C. So from 1, we have 2 chord of B equal to chord A plus chord C. So to prove that 2b square equal to a square plus c square, that means we have to convert this capital letters term into small letter terms. Okay, but we don't have formula for chord A, chord B, chord C such. So let's write these terms as cos A upon sin A, cos B upon sin B and cos C upon sin C. So 2 chord of B is cos of B divided by sin of B equal to chord A, that is cos A upon sin A, plus chord C, that is cos of C upon sin C. Now you are familiar how to convert these terms into small letter terms. So for cos A, cos B and cos C we have cosine rule, and for sin A, sin B and sin C we write those as A by K, B by K and C by K using sine rule. So we are using both the rules, sine rule and cosine rule. So let's write reason to convert sin A, sin B and sin C. So by sine rule, A upon sin A equal to B upon sin B equal to C upon sin C. And we are taking this ratio as K. So this is sine rule. So we have 2 into cos of B. Cos of B is a square plus c square minus b square divided by 2ac divided by sin of B. By sine rule, sine of b is b upon k equal to cos a. Cos a is b square plus c square minus a square upon 2bc divided by sine a, that is a upon k, plus cos of c. Cos of c is a square plus b square minus c square divided by 2ab divided by sine of c, that is c by k. Okay, so we have substituted for sine a, sine b, sine c, as well as cos a, cos b and cos c. Now let's simplify this. So this is 2 into, let's write these terms as having only one denominator. So 2 into a square plus c square minus b square divided by 2ac multiplied by k upon b. So dividing by b by k means multiplying by k upon b. Similarly, let's write for these two terms. B square plus c square minus a square divided by 2bc multiplied by k upon a, plus a square plus b square minus c square divided by 2ab into k upon c. Now you can see that each term contains k, so we can cancel that k. Now let's see what is the denominator. In the first one, the denominator is 2abc. Here also the denominator is 2abc, and here also it is 2abc. So we can cancel the denominator 2abc. So, and we can cancel k. So cancelling these terms, what we are having is, we have to multiply these terms by 2, as it is 2 into the bracket. So 2a square plus 2c square minus 2b square, multiplying this bracket by 2, equal to, adding these numerators, we have b square plus c square minus a square plus a square plus b square minus c square. So here we can see minus a square plus a square get cancelled, as well as c square gets cancelled. So the remaining terms are only b square plus b square, that is 2b square. So 2a square plus 2c square minus 2b square equal to 2b square. 2b square does not get cancelled, as it is positive here and it is negative here. So let's write those terms b square in right hand side. So 2a square plus 2c square equal to 2b square plus 2b square, that is 2a square plus 2c square equal to 4b square, and dividing by 2 we have a square plus c square equal to 2b square. And this is the equation that we have to prove. 2b square equal to a square plus c square, and now we have 2b square equal to a square plus c square. Therefore our conclusion is the terms a square, b square, c square are in arithmetic progression. See, this question carries 4 marks, but this is very simple question. Using sine rule and cosine rule, we can easily prove this theorem or equation. Consider this question. In triangle ABC, if cos A equal to sine B minus cos C, then prove that the triangle is right angled triangle. Here in this equation we have cos as well as sine. So let's write this equation as cos A plus cos C equal to sine of B. Cos A plus cos of C equal to sine of B. Let's use factorization formula here. Cos C plus cos D. This is in the form cos C plus cos D. Cos C plus cos D is 2 cos of C plus D by 2. Cos of C minus D by 2. So 2 cos of A plus C upon 2 into cos of A minus C upon 2. And let's write this sin B as minus sin B equal to 0. So basically we are writing all the terms in one side only, and we are writing right hand side as 0. So here in the first one we have a plus c upon 2. Now since we have triangle ABC, so a plus b plus c equal to 180 degrees. Now in the first bracket we have a plus c by 2. So we can write a plus c as 180 minus b. Now since we have a plus c upon 2, let's divide these terms by 2. So a plus c by 2 gives us 90 degrees minus b by 2, dividing each term here by 2. So a plus c by 2 can be replaced by 90 degrees minus b by 2. So 2 cos of a plus c by 2 is now 90 degrees minus b upon 2 into cos of a minus c by 2 minus sin b as it is, equal to 0. So basically we are trying to factorize this equation. Now for 90 ratio changes and cos becomes sin, and since it is in first quadrant we get positive sign. So 2 sin of b by 2 into cos of a minus c by 2. Now here we have 2 sin b by 2. So let's use a half angle formula for sin b. So converting that into 2 sin b by 2 cos b by 2 using half angle formula equals to 0. So that we can take 2 sin b by 2 common. So both the term contains 2 sin b by 2. So let's take this 2 sin b by 2 common. So taking 2 sin b by 2 common, we get cos of a minus c by 2 minus cos of b by 2 equal to 0. Now product of two terms is 0, so either of the term is 0. So either sin b by 2 is 0 or this bracket is 0. Now if this term is 0, then b becomes 0, and that is not possible since it is triangle ABC. So measure of the angle cannot be 0, so sin of b by 2 can't be 0. So the only possibility is this bracket is 0. So therefore we have the equation cos of a minus c upon 2 minus cos of b by 2 equal to 0. So further let's again use the factorization formula. Now it is cos minus cos. So that is minus 2 sin c plus d by 2 sin of c by 2. Sin of c minus d by 2. So minus 2 sin c plus d. That means we have to add those angles and divide by 2. Now the angles are a minus c by 2 and b by 2. So adding the angles we have a minus c by 2 plus b by 2. So this is c plus d, and still we have to divide by 2. So now it becomes c plus d by 2. Next term is also sin, but now we have difference of the angles. So first angle is a minus c by 2 minus second angle, that is b by 2. So this is c minus d divided by 2 equals to 0. Okay. So both the terms are sin. Now again the product is 0. So either sin this term is 0 or sin this term is 0. Therefore sin of a minus c plus b divided by 2. Since here denominator is same, we are adding the numerators. So a minus c plus b upon 2, and this 2 is, it is 2 by 1. So it is multiplied by 1 by 2. This is equal to 0, or sin of, here also simplifying the term, we get a minus c minus b upon 2 multiplied by 1 by 2 equals to 0. And we know that sin of 0 is 0. So this angle becomes 0 or this angle becomes 0. Therefore the angle a minus c plus b upon 4 equal to 0. Therefore a minus c plus b equals to 0. Therefore a plus b equals to c. Now we have a plus b plus c equal to 90 degrees. But a plus b is c. So we can replace this a plus b by c. So that becomes c, instead of it should be 180 degrees. So C plus C equal to 180 degrees. So 2C equal to 180 degrees. So angle C becomes 90 degrees. Okay. Now for the second one, we have the angle A minus C minus B divided by 4 equals to 0. Therefore, A minus C minus B equals to 0. Therefore, A equal to B plus C or C plus B. It is one and the same thing. Now again, sum of the angles of the triangle is 180 degrees. But here B plus C is A. So this B plus C we can replace by A. So we have now A plus A equal to 180 degrees. Therefore 2A equal to 180 degrees. Therefore A equals to 90 degrees. Therefore either C equals to 90 degrees or A equal to 90 degrees. That means the triangle is a right angle triangle. You can verify this. If C equal to 90, what we get is here cos 90 and cos 90 is 0. If C is 90, we get the diagram like this. C is 90. And what will be cos A? Cos A is AC upon BC. And what is sin B? Sin B is also AC upon AB. So both are same as cos C is 0. Similarly, you can verify that A equals to 90 gives you the equality. Okay, so this is the question. Now let's study projection rule. First, let's see the statement of the projection rule. In any triangle ABC, small letter A equals to B cos C plus C cos B. So if it is small letter A, then A is in terms of B and C. So it is B cos C plus C cos B. So for the next term, interchange these two terms. So similarly, for B, the remaining letters are A and C. So write it as A cos of C plus, now interchange the terms. So it becomes C cos of A. Okay. Similarly, for side C, now since we have written C, the remaining letters are A and B. So that becomes A cos of B and interchange B and A. But remember, while interchanging, so whenever it is cos, we have to write the angle. So that is capital letter. And when we write the term here, then it is a small letter. So this becomes B small letter, that is side, B cos of A. So this is the projection rule. Now let's see the proof of the projection rule. But first of all, let's see what is projection means. So projection is basically if we have AB like this and we have a segment CD like this, then draw perpendiculars from this A and B on CD. So this MN is projection of AB on CD. Okay, so that is the projection. So let's study this projection rule. Let's consider angle B. In triangle ABC, angle B, it can be acute angle or right angle or obtuse angle. So depending upon the three cases, let's see the proof. So first of all, let's see that case 1, angle B is acute angle. Angle B is acute angle. Let's draw triangle ABC with B acute angle. So let this be triangle ABC. So B is acute angle. So draw perpendicular from A on side BC. So BD is projection of AB. BD is projection of AB on BC. So if B is acute angle, what we have here is cos of B. Let's see what is cos of B. Cos B equals to, consider this triangle ABD. Cos B is adjacent side, that is BD divided by AB. So cos B is BD upon AB. But AB is denoted by small letter c. By our convention, AB is opposite to angle C. It is denoted by C. And AC is small letter b and BC is small letter a. Okay. So cross multiplying, we get BD equal to C cos of B. Okay, considering the triangle ADB and considering cos B. Now consider triangle ADC and consider cos of C. So similarly, cos of C. So what is cos of C? Adjacent side, that is CD, divided by hypotenuse. So in this triangle the hypotenuse is AC and AC is denoted by B. So CD upon B. So cross multiplying, we get CD is equal to B cos of C. Okay, so we have BD equal to C cos B and CD equal to B cos C. Now in this diagram, we can see that BC equals to BD plus CD. Now what is BC? BC is denoted by A as it is opposite to angle A. So we have A equals to BD, that is C cos B. C cos of B plus CD, that is B cos C. So we have proved that A equal to C cos B plus B cos C whenever B is acute angle. So we are proving just the first one, first statement. Similarly, we can prove the other two. So we are considering for B. So let's consider second case. Case 2 is B is right angle. Angle B is right angle. Now if angle B is right angle, we get the diagram like this. Angle B is right angle. So here I have drawn B as right angle. So this is triangle ABC. This is A, this is B and this is small letter C. So let's verify whether we have this equality or not. Now here considering the first diagram. Now since in the first one we have drawn perpendicular from AD on BC. So if we draw perpendicular AD on BC, then D and B coincide. So B and D are same here. If we draw perpendicular from A on BC, that is AD, so D and B they coincide. So here what we have is, let's see this equality, whether we have this equality or not. So left hand side is A, that is BC, and right hand side is C cos of B plus B cos of C. Now here B is 90 degrees, so it is C cos of 90 degrees plus B. What is cos of C? Since it is right angle, we can write cos C. Cos C is BC upon AC. So that is BC upon AC. Cos of 90 is 0, so this is 0 plus B into BC is A and AC is B. So we have that as A. So left hand side is A and right hand side is also A. So we have the equality whenever B is right angle. Now let's study the third case. Third case is B is obtuse angle. Angle B is obtuse angle. Now if B is obtuse angle, we get the diagram like this. So here B is obtuse angle. Now what's happened to the projection? So when we draw perpendicular AD on BC, okay, so this is AD perpendicular to BC, but that is to the left of BC now. Okay, so BD. So let's study triangle ABD and triangle ACD as in case 1. So if we take triangle ABD, so what we have is ABD, this angle, see, this one and angle B. those are supplementary angles. So this one, this angle is not B, it is pi minus B, because this angle we are denoting it by B. So this one is pi minus B. So cos of pi minus B, cos of pi minus B equals to cos of pi minus B is adjacent side, that is BD, divided by opposite to 90 degrees is hypotenuse, and that is AB. Now cos of pi minus B is minus cos of B, BD divided by AB is denoted by C. So we have BD equal to minus C cos of B. Okay, considering triangle ABD. Now consider triangle ACD. So considering triangle ACD, now what is cos of C? Cos of C equals to, we are considering ACD. So when we take C, cos of C, so in this triangle we have CD divided by AC. So cos C is CD divided by AC. Now AC is denoted by small letter b. So CD upon b. So we get CD equal to b cos of C. Okay. Now from this diagram, what we have is C. We have to prove for A, and what is A? A is BC. So this much. So here we have CD equal to BD plus BC. That means BC equal to CD minus BD. What is CD? CD is B cos of C minus BD. BD is minus C cos B. So that becomes B cos C plus C cos B. So that is B cos C plus C cos of B. And what is BC? BC is small letter a. So we have A equal to B cos C plus C cos B. So in all the three cases, we have A equal to B cos C plus C cos B. Similarly, we can prove for the other two equations. So this is the projection rule. But we can prove projection rule as corollary of cosine rule also. So that is your homework. How to prove that? So start with this right hand side, and for cos C and cos B, we can substitute values using cosine rule. Simplify it and you will get the left hand side. Okay. So that is the projection rule. So projection rule is, so whenever it is small letter a, we can express that small letter a in terms of B and C. So it is B cos C plus interchange the two terms. That becomes C cos B. So if it is B, then it is A cos C plus C cos A. And if it is C, then that is in terms of A and B. So that is A cos B plus B cos A. So that is our projection rule. In the next video, we will see questions based on projection rule. Okay, thank you.